Coming up on Lifestyle.
I want to share with you what a life coach does. They partner with people to say, I don't have the answers, but I have some really good questions.
I've always wanted to direct a feature film.
So let me ask you this, what have you done to try to direct a feature film?
I haven't really taken that step.
What to you would be a greater failure? Submitting something and getting rejected, or not submitting something? Okay, your action plans currently are...
Welcome to Lifestyle, the award-winning life coaching show that helps you live your best life possible. Here's your host, Roy Ice.
Have you ever felt like you're meant for more, but weren't quite sure how to get there? Sometimes all it takes is a little perspective, a moment of clarity, a bold question, or the right person who sees something in you that you've forgotten to see in yourself. Well, today we're going to do something a little different, and I'm pretty excited about this. I am going to choose one person from our studio audience for a one-on-one life coaching session right here on the air. This isn't just about setting goals. It's about uncovering what's been holding you back and stepping into the life you were always meant to live. Welcome to Lifestyle with Roy Ice. Now, I need a brave soul because this is for real. This is real life coaching. Do I have any volunteers over here? No one brave enough over there. Okay, I'm looking for a brave. I'm a professional. You can trust me. Is there anybody? Just one. Cameraman number 2. Are you serious?
Yeah.
You want life coaching?
Absolutely.
All right. None of you want to come up? One of you want to run the camera? We can cover the camera. I'm not worried about the camera. Seriously, if you want life coaching, let's get you mic'd up and let's have you come up.
Great.
Let's do it. Wow. I expected one of you. All right. Aaron.
Yes. Roy.
My cameraman number 2. Man, what a surprise. Thank you. Sit down.
Thank you.
Let's get started. Cheer him on. This is so cool.
It is.
I had not mapped this out at the beginning of the day, but here's the cool thing. So I get this question all the time, Aaron. I get the question, okay, you're hosting a life coaching show. What is life coaching? Because what they see me do is really share a lot of inspiring stories of people who have faced obstacles and they've overcome those obstacles. And so I'm sharing these inspiring stories with people to help them understand they're not alone, that they really can overcome any obstacle and find their way forward. I want to share with you, before you share with me, whatever it is that your life goal is, that you feel stuck. Some area in your life that you feel stuck. I want to share with you what a life coach does, because probably some of you in the audience and some of you at home are wondering, what does a life coach do? Most people think of Tony Robbins, who gives some really good advice, he's a life strategist, who he shares with you advice. But life coaching is a bit different than what he does in his public presentations, which are amazing. I really am a fan of what Tony does. But what a life coach does, what I do, what I'm really fortunate to do with people here in Southern California and a lot of people via Zoom, is I ask people the questions that they've either never asked themselves or that either consciously or subconsciously you're avoiding asking. And so my question for you, Aaron, I hope you're okay with me just taking notes because it just helps me see a little flow. What is one thing in your life that you feel stuck, maybe something you want to accomplish, but you just feel like you're not getting any traction, any forward momentum in?
I've always wanted to direct a feature film, and that's a pretty lofty goal for anybody to say they want to do, but I've been pursuing it for a long time in a roundabout way.
Yeah.
So by operating and writing scripts.
So you've mentioned you want to direct a film, a feature film, but you feel right now like it, for some reason, There's just no forward momentum on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna spend the whole next segment going through a series of questions. And one of the things that you have to understand is I need you to partner with me, because that's what a life coach does. They partner with people to say, I don't have the answers, but I have some really good questions. You have all the answers, and you need someone like me to ask you the questions to pull those answers out. But I'm gonna need you to make a commitment with me.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we got a bunch of cameras around us.
Yeah.
Can we just have a conversation and you forget the cameras?
Sure.
Can we be real and be honest in what we're about to have as a conversation?
Absolutely.
And the reality is, I know, as amazing of a guy as you are, you're not going to be 100% honest with me, but I need you to be 100% honest with yourself. Because as you answer these questions that I'm about to ask you, if you're 100% honest with yourself, by the end of this rapid life coaching session we're going to do, within 20 minutes, you're going to have a way forward and you'll be unstuck.
Awesome.
Are you ready for that?
Yeah.
I'm ready for it too. We're going to take a break, and right when we come back, you're going to hear some of these life-changing questions. Don't go away. And we're back with Aaron Smith, cameraman number 2. Thank you for volunteering. Now, in the first segment, we established your goal, and your goal is to direct a feature film. So my first question for you is, why do you want to direct a feature film?
Movies and TV have always shown me perspectives that I couldn't access on my own. So I want to be able to share that same thing.
You're talking about not just making entertainment. I'm hearing some words that you're saying that really are telling me you want to do meaningful stories.
Absolutely.
Why?
I mean, Jesus Christ is a storyteller. He's my Lord and Savior. And ultimately, that's kind of been my life inspiration for why I want to tell stories too. So
let me ask you this. What have you done to try to direct a feature film?
I've written scripts that I would like to, see come to fruition, but actually, like, getting past the concept phase and being confident to choose a story that I want to bring to somebody and ask them for money. I want to make sure that I'm not asking somebody to do something that would be a waste. I want it to be a success. And I think that's part of why it's so hard to kind of put all of my energy behind one thing. I wouldn't want to fail, I guess, with the first thing that I show up with, in a way.
Your fear is failure.
Yeah.
Your greatest challenge is you're a perfectionist.
Yeah.
You want this perfect.
Yeah.
What to you would be a greater failure? Submitting something and getting rejected, or not submitting something?
Not submitting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, have you submitted anything?
No. No, I haven't.
Why?
I've worked on a lot of things that are half-baked and not fully there, and I don't want to fail in that way. I want to make sure that I'm honoring all of the people who come to the table.
How long is it going to be between now and when you're fully baked?
Well, I'm hoping I'm cooking right now, but I think a deadline is a good idea, maybe, because I mean, that's what I'm a procrastinator, so I guess I've always been challenged by deadlines and, a call sheet and all these things that we have that keep us on schedule have given me a lot of structure that I do trust myself more than I did when I started. So,
do you know of any feature films that were less than perfect?
Yes.
That got critical acclaim?
Oh yeah, actually.
Which ones do you know?
The first Star Wars with, like, you can see a puppet arm and things like that are so.
It's a mess.
Yeah.
And I love every bit of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
John Lasseter from Pixar says if there was no such thing as a deadline, he'd still be working on Toy Story 1 right now.
I believe it.
So as creatives, we want the best foot forward because we don't want to flop.
Yeah.
If you did something and it flopped, what are your fears of what might happen?
I wouldn't want to be remembered for that, but I feel like not fearing failure or recognizing that failure can be the thing that teaches you something, and without that, you can't learn.
Yeah.
So I think flopping might not actually be that bad if I really think about it.
Absolutely. A failure does not dictate your trajectory. I mean, we talked about George Lucas and Star Wars.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Howard the Duck? It obviously didn't hold him back.
True.
Yeah. Are there any other areas of your life that you feel like, because of your desire to really present yourself in this perfect light, that you feel like you don't even try in those areas?
This is the biggest one for me, is just knowing that I wanted to do this for so long, and following a route that is kind of along the way, but not direct. So
yeah. So why do you have to do this? Why is this such a burning passion?
My family has put a lot into me, invested in me. So I feel some responsibility to, see that to fruition.
This is it. I can always tell when the emotion finally rises to the surface that we finally peeled that onion back far enough that this is the issue. Do you think your family's proud of you?
Yeah, I do, but I think they know that I have this goal.
Yeah.
So I think they want me to pursue it as well. So
Yeah. But you are so afraid of letting them down.
yes.
It's paralyzing you.
Yeah.
I want us to take a break, but I'm telling you, in this next section, you're going to make them really proud. So don't go away. We'll be right back. We're back with Aaron Smith, and we are helping him get unstuck. And I want to invite those of you who are viewing at home, think of the area of your life and an accomplishment that you wish to accomplish that you're kind of stuck in right now. And I want you to kind of go through these action plan steps yourself to help you get moving forward as you pursue what you were made to do. Now, Aaron, in the exploration phase, which was the last segment, we went through just kind of understanding why we are where we're at. And as we create your plan of action, what I heard from you is you have a real passion to share not just base entertainment. You want to share feature films that you direct that have meaning, purpose, and much like the stories of Jesus, really have this long-lasting principle that people will say, wow, that changes my perspective on life and how to treat other people. You've taken no steps. No steps. Don't feel bad, because we're going to write 1 to 3 steps
Great.
that you feel like within the next 7 days. Yeah, in the next 7 days, I can do that. But there's steps you haven't taken yet. And so as we looked at this, you said that you really haven't done the submission process. Let me ask you just a couple of clarifying questions. Do you have any scripts right now that you're passionate enough about to submit?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How many?
Probably at least 3 that I could
3?
have ready to submit. Yeah.
Which one are you the most passionate about?
It's a Bigfoot script.
Hey, everyone needs a Sasquatch story,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Exactly. So it's about Bigfoot.
Yeah,
Okay. And that's the one that you feel is the strongest,
I do.
has the most audience appeal,
Yes.
easiest to sell.
Yes.
Okay. But you haven't done anything with it.
No.
Okay. Do you have any connections with someone or someone that might know someone that can get it under their eyeballs?
I definitely know people who can get things made. I don't know if it would be appropriate in my position to make those acquaintances, maybe because I am an operator, and that's the relationship that I have with the people that I can think of.
So is your concern that you are seen in one role in media creation and they won't take you seriously in another role?
Absolutely, yeah.
Why?
Just there's a lot of segmentation in the industry,
Yeah.
and some of that has created some maybe artificial barriers in my own mind and heart.
Yeah, we call that imposter syndrome.
Yes, yes.
I'm going to share with you something. Do you know what I did before I'm the host of the show?
No,
Do you know what I do when I'm not doing the show?
no.
Where's my credibility come from? You're sitting here on TV. I'm coaching you, life-changing stuff. Does my background right now matter that much to you? Do you know what my master's is in?
No.
It's not in film and television. It's not.
No.
And I'm here working.
Yeah.
Why? Because when you understand your purpose is to follow where the doors open, and I believe in the divine, much like you, that he's created us to be passionate about the things that literally fulfill our purpose. And the reason why you cannot stop thinking about directing a feature film, and the reason why you're so passionate about it, is somewhere in that passion is your purpose. Your divine purpose that you were made to do. And that's why even though right now you can't see the steps, well, 30 years ago, when I graduated from undergrad, I couldn't see the steps to get here, but I had the passion. I knew someday I would be in film or television. I had no idea how. But when you step through the doors that open up, and sometimes when you jiggle the knobs of the doors that aren't open, you'll find something unlock.
Mm-hmm.
So if I had imposter syndrome, I wouldn't be sitting here because I don't have the credits to be here. But I'm supposed to be here in the same way that you're supposed to be where you're passionate about. So let's say you had all the credibility in the world. You step in, they're like, Aaron Smith is here. What do you got? Share my script. If you weren't worried about your credibility, what's 1, 2, or 3 things that you can do in the next 7 days? And then you're going to call me and we're going to talk about how things went. What's one step you can do?
Sending the script to somebody that I think would read it and be interested in producing it.
Do you have their contact info?
No.
Okay. So step 2, how are you going to get their contact info? Do you know somebody that knows him?
Yes.
Her? Yeah? Okay. So what's the second step that you can take?
Reach out to the person I do have the contact info of and let them know my hope to do that.
Do you think that they would connect you?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, no problem.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. That's 2 amazing things. Is there a third thing you could do?
I can definitely start thinking about what it would take to actually produce the movie. But I think that's actually kind of what's pushed me back at times too, because I don't want to do something too small. I want to do something that's actually going to be worth seeing in the theater, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So is the third thing, stop worrying about how it's going to happen?
yeah, I think so.
Do you think you could do that? And just let it happen?
I can try, for sure.
Yeah. Because what I understand is you want to direct, and the things that are holding you back is all the producing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if your goal at the beginning was to direct a feature film, do you have to worry about the production?
No, not
No.
really.
So the third thing is stop worrying about how it's going to be produced. Okay. Your action plans currently are send the script
Mm-hmm.
to the person that you think would have some influence. Reach out to the person that has the contact info for that person and stop worrying about how it's going to be produced. Do you think that's possible for you to do in the next 7 days?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah? How do you feel right now thinking about what it's going to feel like 7 days from now?
I feel nervous like when I raised my hand, but I got through that.
Yeah. Do you still feel stuck?
No,
Yeah.
no, I don't actually.
Why?
I haven't had the confidence to do this until now.
Yeah. And you're taking steps to move forward.
Right.
That's the definition of being unstuck, is you're moving forward. Thank you so much, Aaron. In 7 days, you and I are going to be in contact together, and I can't wait to hear about you sending at least one of your scripts, reaching out to the person who you know, who is your connection, and stop stressing about how it's going to happen. Just let the process happen. How you feel?
Great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Aaron. I appreciate you being part of quite a scary thing without Annette here. Thank you so much, everyone. Stay right where you're at, because when we come back, I've got some words of coaching that just might help you too. Let's be honest. Sometimes life feels like driving with the parking brake on. You've got the engine, you've got the destination, but something invisible is holding you back. That stuck feeling, it's not that you're missing something, it's just a sign that it's time to release something. Obstacles show up like pop quizzes from the universe, not to fail you, but to grow you. Maybe it's fear, maybe it's doubt, or maybe you feel like you're trying to climb the ladder of success while wearing cement shoes. It feels like every step is exhausting and there's no way you'll ever make it to the top. So what's the trick? You don't need to leap up the whole ladder, just take one step. Success isn't built in one dramatic moment. It's built in consistent, courageous choices day after day. So ask yourself, what's one small action I can take today to move forward? Do that. Then do it again tomorrow, because progress is a path, not a destination. And you, my friend, are already on it. Keep stepping up into your best life. Don't forget that you can find exclusive content on all of our guests. Check us out on social media using the handle Lifestyle with Roy.